Sherry, and this is the No Chew Food channel. And this is the place to be if you need to be on a soft food or puree diet, or if you have trouble chewing your food. Now, being on this diet usually means that you have to give up salads. But today I'm going to show you 3 different salads that are going to help put the fresh back in your diet. So the first salad we're going to do today is a Waldorf salad. This has fresh apples, fresh celery, lemon juice, some walnuts, and mayonnaise. So we're going to start by I've got a half an apple that's been peeled and cored and chopped up. Put that in my little mini food processor. And then I've got about 1 small stalk of celery chopped up. And we'll put that in there too. And we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice. I would say maybe a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then just a handful of walnuts. Not too many of those. Then we'll put about a spoonful of mayonnaise. And I'm just using my mini chopper here. You can make a larger amount of this and use your food processor if you want to. I would say about a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And we're just going to run that in the mini food processor for just a minute. So you just want to get that to the proper consistency. You want to try to get the chunks of walnut chopped up as much as possible. That looks pretty good. We're going to take that out and dish that up. Now this is going to give you that fresh taste in your diet that you've probably been missing, having to be on a soft food or puree diet. You can't get those fresh vegetables like you probably used to. But this is one way that you can get it. So this is our Waldorf salad. I think you're really going to like this. But we're going to do another one next, and it's a tomato and cucumber relish. I'm going to clean up the food processor, and we'll come back and we'll do that one in just a minute. So the next salad I'm going to show you is a tomato, cucumber, and actually red pepper relish. So we're going to start with 1 small tomato. Cut it in half. I have a very dull knife. So we'll cut the tomato in half, and I think I'm just going to use half the tomato. Just chop it up a little bit. I'll put that in there in the food processor. Again, I'm using my mini food processor. I think I'll use the whole tomato actually, since this was a small tomato. Put that in the mini food processor. And I've got a 1/4 of a red bell pepper. And I'm going to half that and then chop that into smaller pieces. About like that. And we'll put that in the food processor. Oops, that piece keeps getting away. And then about a section of cucumber. This is about, I don't know, maybe 2 inches. Just however much you want to make. And we'll just chop that up. I'll just chop it into quarters. Get that one and get that one. Okay. All that in the food processor. This is going to be a mighty full food processor. Then we'll do some salt and some apple cider vinegar. Be sure you shake this up really good. It tends to get that mother on the bottom. I would say to taste, 2 teaspoons maybe. You can always taste this later too and adjust the flavors. Okay, so we're going to grind this up just for maybe 30 seconds. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now this is going to look kind of soupy, but it's going to have those fresh flavors in it that you've probably been missing. The fresh tomato, the fresh cucumber. You're going to taste it. It's going to be kind of soupy. You're going to have to eat it with a spoon, but it's really going to taste fresh. Now, let me get something to put that in. There we go. It's nice and colorful too. Okay, and there we have it. So you're really going to enjoy the fresh flavors of this too. Now I'm going to clean up the food processor again, and when I come back we're going to do some coleslaw. Now the last thing we're going to make today is coleslaw. So I have cut off a section of cabbage, about a quarter of a section. We're going to just chop that up roughly. And again, I'm using my mini food processor, so I'm just going to do enough to fill the small processor. Just like so. And we'll put that in the food processor. Now my daddy used to always put dill pickles in the coleslaw. So I'm going to show you how I did it when I was a kid. I'm going to put 2 dill pickle slices, chopped up, just roughly chopped. So now if you have your favorite coleslaw recipe, you can use any type of dressing or recipe that you have that you want to use. 2 dill pickle slices in with the cabbage. And I've got about half a carrot. We're just going to chop that up. Oop, don't run away. And into the food processor with you. Next is salt. Surely want to salt that cabbage so that it'll wilt down a little bit. Okay, and then mayonnaise. About a tablespoon of mayonnaise. Again, we've got a pretty full food processor here. You can make this in a larger food processor if you want and make a larger portion of it. Now we're going to put our lid on and run that for about 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to run my knife around the edge just to get those pieces that are still haven't quite made it down to the food processor, so just run your edge, and I'm going to run it for another few seconds. There we go. That should do it. That does look pretty good. You're going to want to taste it because you may want to adjust the flavors, so I'm just going to take a little taste of it here. That's not bad. It depends on how you like your coleslaw. If you like a sweeter coleslaw, then just add some sugar or some stevia to it to make it sweeter. Or just use your favorite coleslaw recipe. So let's dish this up. It is good. It's just good to get some fresh flavors in your diet. So there we have our coleslaw. And again, it's another salad that's going to give you some fresh flavors in your diet that you probably haven't had for a long time. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll come back for more. If you like it, please subscribe and please leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.